Welcome to my channel Leatherweight. In this part of video, we will going to discuss about the attachments of the uterus towards the pelvic wall, including the broad ligament, including the suspensory ligament and the ligaments of the uterus. Also, we will going to discuss the blood supply of the female internal genitalia. Now starting from the definition of broad ligament. What is a broad ligament? A broad ligament is simply a double sheet of peritoneum, that is a mesentery, covering the anterolateral and the inferior surface of the uterus. You can say it covering the lateral and the floor of the pelvis. This broad ligament is covering the upper part of the uterine tube and the posterior surface of the ovary. Between the broad ligament, the body of uterus is mobile and dynamic. Now the broad ligament extends laterally to form the suspensory ligament, through which the blood vessels and nerve and artery towards the ovary come and go. So this area for the passage of blood vessels towards the ovary is called suspensory ligament that attaches the ovary to the lateral pelvic wall. The second ligament we can see is the posterior superior. This ligament, that is the ligament of the ovary, that attaches the ovary to the uterus, while anterior inferior to ovary and the broad ligament we can see a round ligament of the uterus, and that round ligament will start from anterior inferior side of broad ligament, and then it will going to pass through the inguinal canal and then enter into the labia majora of the female. Now these were the three basic ligaments that are attached towards the ovary. Now the broad ligament divided into three major parts: the mesosalpinx, the mesoovarium and the mesometrium. The mesosalpinx is the upper part that is present anterior superior to the uterus, and that is going to cover the uterine tubes and the fallopian tubes. This part is called mesosalpinx. It will going to cover the uterine tubes. The second part is the mesoovarium, that is short mesentery, attaches posterior to the broad ligament. It attached the ovary. That part of the broad ligament is called mesoovarium. The third part is the largest part, that is the mesometrium, that covered the body of a uterus itself. So these are the three layers of the broad ligament, and this whole broad ligament will going to support the uterus and prevent the uterus from any injury, and it will going to attach the other organs, that is the ovary and uterine tube, towards the uterus. Now coming to the blood supply of the female internal genitalia and the vasculature of the female internal genital organs. So in this diagram we can see that the uterus and the ovaries having a blood supply from the two arteries. The ovaries are first supplied from the ovarian arteries. The ovarian artery and the vein run through the suspensory ligament of the uterus and give its blood supply towards the ovary. The ovarian artery is a branch of abdominal aorta, and from the abdominal aorta it reaches the ovary and it going to anastomose with the uterine artery that is coming on its way from the inferior floor of the pelvis, and then they both anastomose and bifurcate to form the tubal branches and the ovarian branches. The tubal branches will going to supply the uterine tubes, while the ovarian branch of the ovarian artery will going to supply the ovary. Now the uterus itself is supplied from the uterine arteries. That uterine arteries, here you can see, is arising from the internal iliac artery, and this uterine artery is going on its way from the floor of the pelvis, that is bridged upon by the ureter, and then this uterine artery will going upward along the lateral side of the uterus and going to anastomose with the ovarian artery. So this is the blood supply towards the uterus and the ovary. The uterine artery going to supply the uterus, while the ovarian artery will going to supply the ovary, and by anastomosis it will going to supply the broad ligament and the uterine tubes. And the venous drainage is also from the same arteries. The ovarian veins drain into the inferior vena cava, while the uterine veins drain into the internal iliac veins. So these anastomosis channels will going to supply the internal genitalia of the female. So this was all about the internal genitalia organ. We have discussed the gross anatomy, and now we have discussed the blood supply and the supports of the uterus and the ovary. So I think you have been covered more. If you have any query, comment below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.